Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classics slash Non-Classics. This is episode number 238 and Doubleshot number 171. Okay, first up is, surprisingly enough, those of you who have never heard of this particular crossover, this is X-Men, The Hunt for Professor X. And it's considered to be one of the worst crossovers Marvel has ever done. Yeah. When this story came out, I read a line about this. This story got a negative reception, not a backlash. Just that it wasn't a good story. Like, this is the first crossover the X-Men has had since Operation Zero Tolerance. And I read it, I can kind of see why that this, at the time when this came out back in, let's see, this came out in, where's the date for this? Yeah, I know it came out in the 90s. Okay, let's just say about 97, maybe 98. The whole point of this story is to find Xavier, who is apparently gone missing since the events of Operation Zero Tolerance, which I have read the crossover, is actually really good. This is just okay. The writers of these issues are Steve Siegel, Joe Kelly, Brian K. Vaughan, Todd DiDigo, and Ralph Macchio. The artists are Chris Bachalo, Brandon Persian, Steve Serkey, Adam Kubert, Patrick Gleason, Mike Winiergango, I think that's how you pronounce the first name, Lynn France Yu, and Presuko Fury. The whole point of this story is simply like you find Xavier and then simply have him like break him out of prison. And of course he's teamed up with the Brotherhood. Yes, this does happen. Which the Brotherhood is comprised of Toad, Mimic, the Blob, and there's like one other character. Some big blue guy, I don't remember his name. Plus they also get a fight with the Flag Smasher in here. Here, let's show you some of the nice artwork that this thing had. Yeah, one thing I've got to praise about this particular story, it does have good artwork. Yes, that's one thing you can say positive about this particular story, is it does have good artwork. But the writing is just somewhat all over the place. Like, yeah, it's like, huh? Really? That's what they wrote? I still think it's just okay. I don't think it's not like if you ask a long-time comic fan about this particular story, they'll say this is bad. And it is surprising though Marvel collect this, and this particular book collects Uncanny X-Men 360, 365, X-Men Volume 2, number 80 to 84, 1/2, and X-Men Limited number 22. Yeah, that's what this book collects. Now, I think the next little thing I hear about this is the shuttering. I don't know. I'll have to check to make sure about that. But this is just decent for what it is. So I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Another kind of low book, but this one is kind of deserving of it. Next up, something really much better. Showcase presents Batman Volume 6, containing Batman number 229 to 244, and Detective Comics 408 to 426. Now somebody thinking, you never reviewed volumes 1 through 5. Well, this is the first time the library's got their hands on the Showcase Presents Batman series. All the stories in here are really good. These following writers are in this book. You have Robert King, let's see, where's a page in here has the writers? Let's see, you have stories written by Denny O'Neil, Frank Ribbons. Let's see, I know I saw some other ones. Len Wynn, Marv Wolfman, one of the issues. You also have some issues done by Neil Adams, which, by the way, this cover is Neil Adams did this cover, which is great. Neil Adams only did stories that featured characters. Now, when you read this book, you only find Neil Adams artwork on certain stories, like the first Bronze Age appearance of Two-Face, and any story that features Roz and Man-Bat. That's the only place you can find his art. There's other artists in here. Some of the artwork is okay and passable at best. Here's some artwork. I think, yeah, this is from, this is kind of the style Neil Adams is known for. It's like, yeah, it's like semi-realistic. That's one thing you can definitely say about these particular stories. These are all classic Batman stories. And this book is exactly, and this is according to the final page of the book. This book is 583 pages. Now, by saying, if you add up the amount of issues, this book contains like 96, at least 36 issues, and this book has like over 500 pages. Now, there is an answer for that. The Detective Comics issues are in here are only 16 pages long. That's the reason why they were able to put in here more. And at certain points, when we read this, you're reading like an issue of Batman Detective. That's why it's going on for a little while, and then it gets like an issue of Batman and two Detective, or two of Batman, two of Detective in a row. Because unlike nowadays, when the Batman is nowadays published monthly, at the time the book was not published monthly. It's sometimes come out every like couple months or two. Yeah, for years Batman had a very strange publication schedule. I would not say, now according to the research I've done for like when it comes to Batman publication schedule, it didn't start publishing monthly into the late 70s. Yeah, for its first 30, almost like near 40 years of this title's existence, the Batman ongoing series, it had trouble publishing more than just, well, at times, I think the highest at one point was like 11 issues a year. Yeah, like they would publish like a bunch of issues. It's like, why are they taking so long to publish these issues? I honestly don't have any idea for that. But this book is very good, and I highly recommend this plus the previous 5 volumes to get a good taste of what Batman was like. Yes, it's in black and white, but still good stories, despite the fact it's in black and white. Heck, if you look at the Marvel Essential Novels, which is the sister series to this at Marvel, it's still also published in black and white, and it's done really well. So I give this book a 10 out. I give this book I want to be fair, 9.75 out of 10. This book is awesome. Also, you got a lot of Roz stories here, a lot of classic Roz stories like Daughter of the Demon, The Lazarus Pit, The Demon Lives Again. The whole Roz goes to that's one of the driving storylines of this particular trade. Plus, you have an appearance by Man-Bat in here. Yeah, frickin' Man-Bat. Robin here, just a guest star. Yep. Alright. That's it for this episode. So I just went a little bit shorter than usual, but not much to talk about for those 2 books. I didn't want to spoil too much about the Showcase Ben's Batman, but the book just recently came out, so these 2 books are very recent releases, so they should not be hard to track down. They both came out just last year, so in the case of Showcase Ben's Batman, you can probably find that at Books A Million, or you can look for it at Amazon. Hunt for Xavier, you can probably find that at either Barnes Noble, Books A Million, or even Amazon. But Barnes Noble is usually very picky about what graphic novels they sell. Okay, so that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for episode 239 and Doubleshot number 172. Until then, see you there. Bye.